going on behind me, so forgive that. Um, just sort of update you on a few things. Basically, as you know, we've got this sacrifice that's been going on now. We did do a little bit more of a, not really a pushback. We decided to let that run now right up until the 29th of September. The reason for that, I'll come to as I show you around the new site. There's been a lot of work going on in the background of PU from the dev team, from marketing, and just about everybody, really, the Telegram team, Discord team. Everyone's working extremely hard on this. So just for the sacrifice point, we've got 7 days, 23 hours left. We've added some new graphics to the site. So as you can see, we're starting from the simple concept about Pulse Unity. Now, I'll explain this in a little bit more detail for you whilst I'm here. Pulse Unity is the central currency for the community. What does that mean? It means that anybody that joins pulseunity.com and then links to social.pulseunity.com will be able to create profiles, be able to create shops, be able to create, to be able to do things on the website using PU as the base tradable currency. Now, as a site, we could get away with just having that as just any normal token because we could literally just go to a provider like PayPal, for instance, and say to PayPal, hey, we'll just charge subscribers a subscription fee of, say, $10. You would then come on to social.pulseunity, you'd pay us $10, and literally you then get to use all of the website, just like you do other sort of paid for subscriptions. With Pulse Unity, we wanted to do something very different because we are trying to create a community space for everybody and right across crypto and have an ecosystem. How does that ecosystem work? Same basis. We've got a token that sits at the heart of the ecosystem we've called it Pulse Unity $PU. That base token is what you then use to pay for everything else on the platform. So, for instance, here we're going to be launching our first NFT collection very shortly. And how do you pay for that? Instead of going and buying vouchers or going onto PayPal and buying PU and then buying our NFTs, you'll then be going onto the exchange and literally buying $PU using ETH or using whichever pair we've currently got. It could be USDC. There's been talks of pairing with like Dogecoin or Shiba Inu or Sadama. I mean, the possibilities are endless. And since we're going to be on Pulse Chain as well, we could pair with Hex, or we could pair with Pulse Dogecoin or Pulse Bitcoin. We can literally decide what those pairs are going to be, and as long as you can physically go and buy that pair from an exchange, you are then able to buy $PU, which means that you're then able to buy any of the products that are featured within social.pulseunity.com. We've got some quite exciting stuff we're going to be doing with that name and the site as well moving forwards. Uh, what then happens? So you've brought your NFT from us on the platform. Uh, the NFT is yours. The person that owns the Pulse Unity wallet uh, will receive the developer fee. So basically, we are the developer. We've created the NFT collection, and in your NFTs there'll be maybe say 2% or 2.5% that would go to the developer for you buying one of our NFT collections. That 2.5% would then initially be split amongst every Pulse Unity holder. So it makes sense. So if the NFT, say, to make easy maths, cost $1,000, 2% of that is of course $20. That $20 is then divided amongst each of the PU wallet holders from the SAC round. If you've then got your NFT and literally we start to move over to the next graph, and we then come into our staking platform, you would be able to stake your NFTs. Now, we haven't released the actual details on that yet, and we won't until after this launch. But basically, your NFTs will stake on that platform. You will, of course, because you're the owner of the NFT, still own the NFT, and you will receive any of the benefits that come from the staking platform. The staking platform, of course, is going to be you lending us your NFTs and us then providing you some benefits to that. Any profit that comes in from the staking platform, we again will charge maybe 1% for the staking, as an example. That 1% gets then split to the SAC holders. You, of course, as the staker, get your percentage, and so on and so on. If you then sell your NFT, and there's a sell percentage in there, like 1%, for instance, that 1% is then split between the Pulse Unity SAC holders. So you can start to see, as we move through the project, these SAC wallets, these ones, right here, start to become more and more valuable. What else could we do with this as a platform? We're in social media. We can do exchanges. So we'll be trading across Hotbit, and we'll be trading across Bitphoenix, or we might end up with Qcoin. And as a project, we will receive fees from one of our tokens. That percentage will then be split between all of the sacrifice holders. So it doesn't matter how many exchanges we're on or what else we launch as a pair to PU. Since you've got a PU wallet, you will, of course, own a percentage of the profit. What else can we do? Down here, we've got commissions. We intend to do quite a lot of FAQ work. I mean, it's one of our most popular at the moment. We intend to do a lot of courses and things like that on the site. And of course, people will be paying for those courses using $PU. And that $PU will have a value. And of course, we will be sharing that profit amongst the holders of the $PU wallets. So again, you can start to see, as we progress through the process of building out the community platform, what UOGs are doing right now is fundamentally helping create the building block for literally next generation social media in crypto. And what you're buying right now, technically, you're buying a token. And we've said this many, many times, that token, of course, has got no value right now. And we can't promise it will have value. I can sit here and explain why we think it will have a value. And we think it will have a value for all of these many reasons. Because when we launch, we've already got, of course, links to lots of exchanges. And we're already providing referrals to those exchanges. Those exchanges provide us a return. And that return is, of course, then coming into the $PU wallet, which is, of course, split between the sacrifice holders. So when we launch, almost immediately there is going to be some sort of reflections that will seem to be going on. These exchanges will also be paying us a commission. So every time we do a YouTube video and somebody uses one of our links, then we get paid, which means you get paid, the community gets paid. Now, it doesn't sound a lot right now because, okay, they give us $8. And, okay, there's only, several hundred million people in crypto right now that could be giving you $8 right now. What happens if we became Facebook? Because Facebook doesn't have a crypto site right now. We do. We're the first. What happens if we are the ones that have got 1.5 billion members that are spending $8? And you guys here in the middle are the ones getting a share of that. That's the powerful thing. Let's say we only get a percent of that. That's still 150 million people that should be, quite frankly, using our site. And since we're first to market with the site, with the mobile app, and everything else that we're going to be coming out with, I would hope that we will get more than a 1% market share in all this. What else could we be doing? I'll show you the other site we're building in a minute, which is probably going to just blow your minds. Sales. Of course, lots of other. I've been around quite a few other projects. They all talk about this stuff, that they're going to be doing it, that it's in their roadmaps to do it, that maybe 6 months' time. Let me just show you something. Key links. If this works. And it was working earlier. Let me see if I can just add the source. I got it in scene 3 or in scene 4. One minute. That's our roadmap. I'll come back to the roadmap in the minute. What I'm trying to get to, if this will let me. Okay, that's our blog, which is going on. For some reason, it's not letting me do the key links. What I'm going to do is go on and actually open up the page while I'm talking to you. Okay, I'm gonna add this to the stream live while I'm actually got you here, in case anybody is actually watching. So just for a minute, let's get rid of that. Add source. Let's add the web page, and then you guys can see this. Now, my dev has put this together in a matter of a couple of days, just so that we can give you guys a bit of a demonstration and show you that we're serious. This is our sacrifice leaderboard. We haven't, in honesty, done a tremendous amount of marketing on this. And there's $31,000 in there, 46 people. You 46 people are lucky because you're all going to be sharing in the future of this project. Now here you'll see it says coming soon, a marketplace. That marketplace will connect directly, if we go here, social, there we go. And as you can see, it comes straight into social.pulseunity.com. Let me just lock that in position for a second. See if this is working. Now, here, and I really don't know. This is actually one of the live streams. Okay, while I've got you on here, you can see here in the box, just like you've got on YouTube, I can just sit here and type hello. Is anyone watching? And I know you're not watching, so it doesn't matter. But there you go. Just like you've got on YouTube, if somebody else was in the room right now on social, then you would just be able to reply to that. You can do. We're going to add some more emoji stuff and other bits. There we go. What emojis have we got? I don't think it lets you give such a good live demonstration in this broadcast software. So I'll have to find a way of doing this a bit better for you guys. Oh, there you go. I've got 76 followers on the site. That's really great. Now, bear in mind, we're still recreating the site here. So some of these pages need a lot of updating. There we're talking about LBank. You got links to videos. This is a really good one, and actually a very good demonstration. We just added this. I think I've done this demonstration already, but for instance, you can see Corey. So as you can see, I mean, it works basically when you've got our mobile app, you'll be able to do this a lot more smoother as well, and be able to literally. Let's try and get rid of him for a minute. Sorry, Corey. But as you can see, I put great stream in there already. Trying this live. I actually wish that was Corey speaking to me at the minute. We will get on his show eventually. I really hope so. Anyway, let's move away from Corey for a minute. We haven't put anything in albums. Because I'm going through the streaming software, I think that's the reason. It's not letting me I don't think it's going to let me, but I'll try. No, this is the streaming software. It's not. It's not actually the site. Um, it's letting me post, make comments. A lot of this you'll see. To be honest, this is my back end. At the moment, not a lot of this. You won't actually see a lot of this just now. Whilst we're getting it built out for the mobile launch. But you'll see in there we've got like events, we've got people. The designer is doing a tremendous amount of work on the backgrounds. You'll see also really exciting. We've just changed this is the logo, guys. Um, the skull was a bit of fun. We wanted just to let people know that we're around. But this is actually more of our Hexy logo. The symbol, of course, goes with Unity, and we think it looks quite cool. The feedback's been quite good, and that's where we're gonna sort of stick with. Let's see what we've got over in the other scenes right now. Okay, so we've still got that in there. Let's get rid of social from this one. Let's remove that. Let's have a quick look on Twitter. What's happening? Doing quite well. We're at 874 followers there today. A few bells going on. Okay, latest tweet in. It's still going on, actually. If you're in Eastern Standard Time or Pacific Standard Time, any deposits, 0.1 ETH, get an extra $50 PU bonus when we launch. So that's good. We're going to be doing some big things, actually, for you guys. Literally, we're going to be doing obviously something big for the actual launch, and I'm going to be announcing what we're going to be doing tomorrow at 10 p.m. So if you see this, do more than 2 retweets, go out, shield that, and I'll be telling you what we're preparing for the launch and what we're going to be doing as a giveaway, and it's huge. But obviously, you need to get involved. We can come up with all of these great things for you, but we genuinely can't force you to do those. We can create all of these websites. We can create the social media links. We can create the mobile apps. We can do everything. We're practically giving you money, but at the end of the day, if you don't want to get involved, of course, that's your choice. We actually had a bit of a campaign going on today. We've started with a bit of sort of like influencer marketing. There's this one from Tulio that he's tweeted out. That's 207 retweets has gone out on that one. And of course, all these people that have been following him. So we're doing what we need to do there in the background on Twitter. Lots of other people reach out to me about new campaigns and things, and we are of course not going to stop. This one. That date needs to change because that's now the 29th of September. I'll get that done today. I've explained earlier back in the previous scene what the pre-launch is about. The pre-launch is about you guys being able to get the SAC wallets. The SAC wallets literally are the ones which are going to be the most powerful. don't get me wrong, every single part of our project will be powerful, but the SAC wallets are you early OGs in the project, putting a little bit of faith and belief in our mission and what we've been doing over the last 8 months to get to this stage, and that it's a place that you genuinely want to or a journey that you want to be on. We respect that. So, I mean, come and join us. We've got the Telegram open, t.me, Pulse Unity Sacrifice. We've got the website, pulseunity.com. That's got the links on it to all of the other places. Now, it brings me next to I have also been working quite hard on the white paper. Now, we need the white paper to be able to launch on the exchanges, and we've got quite a big roadmap that's going on. So go ahead, the link's on pulseunity.com. Have a little read, and literally it sort of explains a bit about where we've come from, how I think we differentiate ourselves from other tokens that are coming out. Literally explains the supply, nothing less than 50 million, and 20% of that goes to the guys or you guys in the sacrifice. I then come on to explain power, which we did cover before, but my belief is that we use this one word to define our strategy and core values as a team, and I am constantly talking about different parts of this word all the time with our team. So, of course, Pulse being Pulse Unity, us being the beating heart. Opulence, talking about the way of life. We're in crypto, we want to make some money, and that brings us out to work. Let your money work for you. Evolution, we all evolve, and so should our project. And that I've shown the foresight in the initial roadmap. And revolution, we're on a bit of a revolution because we're trying to get rid of centralized finance and give people the power again of DeFi. So if you sort of remember that word as part of Pulse Unity, you'll really easily understand our vision, our values, and what we are actually all about. Now, this is an interesting little figure. In honesty, we don't know where we're going to be. But if our short-term goal is that we get 1% of social media audience by creating lots of utility in there, but utility based around crypto, not just based around you having to buy and sell fiat currency, then I think we've got a good chance here, because more people, we're going to be trying to do as much of our trading based around Pulse Unity and based around other crypto ecosystems, and using debit cards, credit cards, and all of that sort of thing built to us. So we hope we get at least 1% adoption of that across the social media users. And that's our initial goal. If Facebook have got 1.5 billion and we can get 1% of that, then sort of really our insanity area is about 150 million people. We get 1% of that, we've already passed Shiba Inu, quite frankly. That's where we're at. Now, literally, by us doing that, we are trying to educate the current crypto users and using social media and using our education and all of the other platforms, we're providing the tools. I keep talking about what's in your toolbox. We've got all the tools available for anybody. Even someone messaged me today. They said, General, can you help us start a new coin? I said, what's the coin about? It was about gaming. And great idea. Somebody else, General, can you help us? We want to launch a comic book series and we want them to pay in crypto. Great. We can help because we've got the platform for you to do that. It's not just about you joining our social media platform. This is about you creating your own platform attached to Pulse Unity and us helping you build that. And of course, you're going to need the expertise of creating contracts, of creating coins, of creating all of these things. And we'll grow our team around you as much as you are growing your audience to us. So we're sort of hoping to attract at least 1% of the current crypto market for that, which is quite large. And more importantly, as social media users become more in tune with the crypto market, and that's the 95% of the world that no one seems to be talking to very much. But these are the ones that are using the QR codes right now that no one was talking to 15 years ago either. We're talking to them now. So in maybe 15 years, we'll have the 150 billion people that Facebook have got. And they'll come to Pulse Unity because we've actually taken the time right now to talk and develop and work with all of the small communities out there that want some help and want to grow. So togetherness, obviously. We're looking to treat everyone with respect, total transparency. Our contracts will always be available for audit, etc. How to buy Pulse Unity, I'll do more detail on this, but it's in the white paper. It will be on the Uniswap exchange. You'll connect your MetaMask, you'll connect to Uniswap, you'll just put in some dollars or put in some ETH, and literally, bang, you are now live on the Pulse Unity platform to trade, or you can just simply buy and sell the coin, which a few people will want to do. Super cool. Super cool. If I've got it, I actually got my Nano S today. Now I've just dropped it. Here we go. Yeah, one of our communities said, General, can you do a video on how to do all of this on a Nano? So, being me, we went ahead, got one sent to us by DHL, and tomorrow's video will be all about how to use your Nano S. There it is, brand new, not even connected yet, the cables, the instructions, everything is going to be in there. And do you know what I'm probably going to do? I'm probably going to put $100 on it and then put it up as a competition prize or something. So someone could get themselves maybe, whatever these cost, 70 quid, and I'll add another $100 in crypto on it and send over the passcodes or something. But we'll do all of that one tomorrow, and then it's worth watching the Nano S video with me, because whoever watches it right to the end will get a chance to actually win it with some money already added, probably in $PU, because that's who we are. So our tokenomics. We've got a 0% buy and sell tax on $PU. And the reason we've got a 0% buy and sell tax is because this is not what we are trying to make money from. We're not making money out of volume of you guys. We're not the typical meme coin where we print 26 billion and hope that we and just keep having to FOMO people into the project. We're a serious project. We're still a meme, but we're a serious project, and we've got serious currency that has to be almost a stable coin within the community. Because at the end of the day, if people are coming on and creating shops and merch stores and things like that, you want to be able to sell your T-shirt for $20. So people will want to be able to change $20 of ETH to $20 of PU, pay you, and you at some point are going to want to say, hey, I need to get my $20 back in ETH or whatever. So we're going to try and keep that coin as stable as humanly possible. And for that, of course, we've got ways that we're going to be running staking platforms, liquidity pools, and things like that, which, again, we will explain in much more detail. But we've got a tremendously exciting staking pool that we're going to be launching soon. And we will hope that as many initial holders of PU will get involved with that, because we're going to be doing a short, medium, and then a long-term lock. And each stage will, of course, have its very different benefits. Of course, the longer you're with us, the more you're going to sort of get in terms of that. So we've promised our sacrifice holders the first 20%, and we will launch once we've gone past what I call a tipping point. The tipping point for us as a project is, of course, we need to have at least a certain amount of tokens in circulation, because we do want to do other things with these as we move forwards in the project. It isn't about us keeping control over masses of supply, but we do need to reach out to hopefully tier 1 exchanges and other people, and for that we need reserves. So we're going to be minting 5 times the initial sacrifice, and literally the wallet holders, like from now, will from launch be owning 20%. That means that everything else in our ecosystem from that moment is then also filtering into the sacrifice wallet. Other token holders buying in from the exchanges, they can own or they can buy up to 1% per transaction of the total supply, and we can then literally create, as I said, staking platforms and other things. There'll be the NFT collections. There's a tremendous amount of product out there and reasons to go and buy and use PU just from the exchange, but also the fact that we will have a load of products available on Pulse Unity itself, like courses, like merchandise stores, like sort of security features and game sites and all of these other things that people keep saying to me that they're going to do. And people will be interacting with $PU all the time. Now, when we talk about reflections, I'm not talking about reflections from the coin. I'm talking about the way that we're going to be structuring staking platforms and things like that. So we're always working on between 1% and 5% of all future project earnings going back to the SAC pool. This is about the SAC pool right now, because this is where we're concentrating on in this particular white paper, and that's what you guys are deciding on whether or not you want to get involved with the project on. The SAC wallets are then ring-fenced. What does ring-fence mean? It means they're locked. Once we finish the contract, there's no keys, it's immutable, etc. There's only one way that we would have to change that would be if there was a massive security issue, which we hope not. But even then still, those wallets would still get ring-fenced because we could always give you back the same amount of tokens. So technically, you can't physically lose. And that's forever. Those wallets stay in it's the initial contract, and that's what we're building Pulse Unity on. This 5% could increase. We've put 5% in right now. That's going to be the minimum that we're going to be looking at as locked liquidity. And marketing, we'll be trading about 5% of the coins here and there, or staking them ourselves for project growth and other things that we need to do in the background. That includes paying for everything because electricity costs money. Anti-whale we've covered. I won't go into too much more detail on the roadmap because I'm sure you've got loads of questions. And it's just their foundation. There's supposed to be a nice graphic in here. I don't know why that hasn't come up in this stream. But things like Twitter build out, you can see the guys that we're doing all of this stuff. We're doing Telegram. We've got the social media site. The only reason I haven't ticked the box there is because we're just sort of doing a relaunch on it. The mobile app is going to be relaunched in the coming days. Our Web3 marketplace is being built out. We're starting the pre-launch marketing. Now, this 500 SAC wallet holders is a struggle for me. We're currently set up 46. And genuinely, guys, we would like to see, we really do need to be at 500. And there's good reasons for that. And basically, we can have that discussion in Telegram or face to face. But it sort of helps with things like CoinGecko listings, market cap listings, verifications. And helps us get to things like stable market caps and other things going forwards. So we're going to have to do a bit of a push. We've got about 9 days left before we've said that we want to launch. I fully intend that we launch on the 30th, and let's just try our absolute best to get to that 500 SAC wallets as soon as possible. Then you'll then sort of understand that's our tipping point. So I'll bring it back. I need to wrap up this stream for now, but there we go, guys. We've created this. There's lots of community involved. It's for you, by us, going to be run by you, managed by us, I guess, to some extent. And we've got a tremendous amount of new and exciting things in there. So I guess for now, I'm going to leave it, as I said, let's leave it there. From the general,